After you've dressed in the proper attire and signed a waiver, the next step is learning the basic combat rules. If you would like to know more about the rules, go to Dagorath.org's Rules section. When you are struck in the torso, you are now dead, and therefore you must fall prone to the ground. When you are struck in the arm, it is then rendered unusable, and therefore you must drop whatever item held by that arm, and tuck that arm behind your back. You may retrieve dropped items with your other hand. When you are struck in the leg, your leg is rendered unusable, and therefore you must immediately drop on that knee. You may not hop on one leg, but you may crawl, roll, and lunge with your good leg. If any two of your limbs are rendered unusable, you die due to blood loss and therefore must fall prone to the ground. Striking the head with melee weapons is strictly prohibited. Striking with non-striking surfaces of weapons such as flats, blades, and handles is strictly prohibited. Grappling is allowed as long as it is used in a safe and reasonable manner. Grappling is defined as attempting to subdue or imbalance your opponent without using strikes, throws, or joint/nerve holds. You may push opponents with any sufficiently padded surface of a shield, though a shield edge may never be used as a punching tool. Participants are allowed to kick shields provided that the kicker keeps one foot on the ground and must be done with regard for the safety of other participants. Shields block the following weapons. Common weapons. Stabbing weapons. And projectiles. However, great weapons, when used two-handed, may break a shield by striking the shield twice. It must be a solid strike, and if the great weapon wielder uses only one hand, it only does common weapon damage, and therefore does no damage to the shield. When your shield is broken, it is rendered unusable, and therefore you must drop it to the ground immediately. Projectile weapons are any weapon that may be fired or thrown, and include thrown javelins, rocks, arrows, and crossbow bolts. Projectiles are the only weapons that can strike the head or neck, and when doing so, results in death. Arrows, javelins, and crossbow bolts do normal damage to the torso and limbs. Rocks, however, only do damage when struck in the head. Armored fighters get one hit of protection against common weapon strikes. The next hit to the same limb or torso that was previously struck does normal damage. One-handed stabs do no damage to armor. Two-handed stabs go straight through armor. Two-handed great weapons also go straight through armor. Projectiles do no damage to armored helms. In-combat disputes are strictly prohibited. If there is any discrepancy between fighters, bring the issue up with Mercy Bear and move the discussion off the battlefield.